matchup right here.
Definitely.
Not what you see too much, but one you might see in the UK quite a lot. Small battlefields. I'm not sure which character will benefit the most from this. It is a small stage, so it might help Hobhunks in actually approaching, but at the same time, the layout might benefit Harry McBarry here, because it'll be harder to actually get above Steve with the walls.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, obviously Steve, main game plan, mine, as you can see. We're mining. But Hobhunks does not want that mining to happen. Ooh, almost getting a big combo there.
I'm not sure what Hobhunks' best tools to actually deal with walls here are. Sora doesn't have the best frame data, I don't think. I can imagine back air is probably the best thing to do.
Yeah,
that requires some time to do landing back air, so it might be a little bit of difficulty for Hobhunks to actually get in as much as you would like to see.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think back air is just the best move to get rid of the blocks for Sora.
Harry McBarry already has Diamond, so Hobhunks is going to have to try his hardest to stop Diamond from coming out. But right now, he's doing a pretty good job. We see Harry McBarry at 103%. There's certainly a deficit here, and Fundaga would certainly kill at ledge, I believe. Maybe not quite, but it would certainly be putting in a lot of work.
That's if Fundaga decides to work for that day.
Speaking of Diamond, it is now on deck. And a Diamond forward smash is probably all Harry McBarry needs to steal the first stock. Oh, Diamond back air, almost so killing
close. That. Wow.
Just any hit from Steve here is all Harry McBarry needs to take the first stock. A minecart would also do it. A Sora up there will probably also be doing it sometime soon. Both players need to be very wary of each other's kill options.
Yeah, no, both of them are just playing around each other, trying not to get killed here. But the other person's trying to kill the other. So, and there we go. We find the first stock.
Some very good shield pressure from Hobhunks there. I'm not entirely sure what Harry McBarry's best option would have been, but it certainly worked out and sealed the first stock.
Now we're just going back to this. Hobhunks just trying to build up that percent. Oh gosh.
Good edge guards with a minecart, and Diamond is still out. So this is certainly not the deficit it looks like with 33%. Although that is not a very large deficit to begin with, I can imagine it's quite even. Sora out be interacting with the up tilt on shield. Up tilt on shield is normally something most characters cannot really contest with. So if that can continue happening, that will be quite useful as a tool.
Another wall. Oh.
Hobhunks has been doing fairly well this game so far, and we can see walls have been fairly hard to contest with though, so that's actually a really good sign. We haven't really seen a grab from either player so far, I don't think. They've just been kind of going at it with the A buttons and the B buttons.
I think there's been a couple of grabs, but not very frequent. I think they're both just trying to space around each other with moves. Ooh.
Oh, a bit of a read there, but it's not going to work out, and that's what the grab we are looking for.
That was an up smash and a dream, wow.
Going for a pretty hard read there. Once again, another hard read from Vinez. And the footstool,
They're so smart.
I did notice a footstool earlier, but it did not. I don't think Harry McBarry was able to react for the angle there, but it worked out there, and now Harry McBarry has sealed the lead. Once again, with Diamond, there's just a constant source of diamonds for Harry McBarry. That's going to make him just have so much more damage output than Sora can really pump out.
I thought he was going to get trapped in the minecart there. Another wall. I've noticed he's only been doing the two walls.
Not quite going to kill it. That is a move which has quite a few fake kill screens. These characters are both quite notorious for such a thing.
Both got very fake kill moves. Corner pressure?
Needs to have a bit more better pressure to stop Diamond from being out, because we are seeing a lot of leverage from Diamond just constantly on deck. At the start of the game, Diamond took a while to come out, but as soon as it first came out, it has always been there. However, Iron is now what is out instead, but this is a very large deficit, and Iron is still really deadly, and getting through the stone blocks is going to be a huge problem for Sora right here. Harry McBarry himself actually broke that wall to try to get a hit. I think Harry McBarry's getting a bit impatient considering Hobhunks has been at kill percent for quite a while now.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's always upsetting, just not being able to land that final killing blow. I mean, he's also just constantly mining as well, which I feel like you probably don't want to be doing here. You probably want to try and put pressure on your opponent.
I disagree. Harry McBarry has very few resources. Look at that resource up there. Harry McBarry needs to be mining more to keep up the pressure. There's quite a lot of iron, and as long as you can use stone, the walls are a lot more powerful, but as long as you can't throw out minecart, Fundaga is going to be better for zoning than you could ever have.
That is very true. The minecart does help a lot.
We've seen minecart pull out a lot of leverage so far, taking first stock in theory to set up that edge guard. Trying to get the back throw into the block there, but Hobhunks is not having it. Just keeping the nair on shields, keeping up the pressure, and now this is pressure, which is very hard to contest with, but the up B taking the center stage.
This has been evened up so fast by Hobhunks.
But the up B is going to take game 1 at 141%.
Doing a little dance. That is a dance-worthy victory, though. Went from what, like 2 stock deficit, like 30%, and then took it? Like, crazy.
I'm sure Hobhunks is very happy with taking that game 1. However, it is definitely not something to be comfortable with, considering just how close that game was.
True, but
McBarry will be able to take in probably a better stage after 3 bans. I do not know how favourable the stages will be, but McBarry will have more freedom of choice at this point, most likely, so that could be a problem.
I mean, if I was carrying McBarry as well, I'd probably be a little tilted after that, considering you had the Sora kill percent for such a long time, and you just could not land that final blow.
I think McBarry looks a little tilted from the facial expression, but we will have to see. We will have to see if that actually plays into the gameplay or not, or if instead any anger gets taken into more power like an anime protagonist.
Yeah, I mean, this is the anime protagonist theme song here.
So it is. Actually, McBarry, of course, always has been the anime protagonist of Smash Quarter.
Starting with the minecart, that was a brave, like, intro. Wow.
Especially so considering McBarry actually went with the minecart for a while. Instead of using it as a projectile, used it as an approaching option. But it seems to have somewhat worked out, even if it didn't land it. A 61% right out of the deck and ledge, not getting the TNT ledge trap. And now it is time for Hobhunks to start racking up the damage and keep it even. And now that has already happened. Both characters just kind of make a lot of damage come out very quickly. Damage output seems to be in both characters' favour, as long as enough combos going for a very hard read.
That was almost a big read, wow.
The block could have saved McBarry, to be fair. It was placed in a pretty good position. I'm not entirely sure the angle would have worked with that, maybe with appropriate DI, however. But it still would have been very good damage.
I saw Hobhunks go for a back throw, I think. Oh wow, the landing forward air into the F smash, very smart there, considering the positioning.
Very good conversion, trying to get some juggling. McBarry does not care if the footstool works. The angle is coming out anyway, and it is going to win stage control. Once again, McBarry does not care about the footstool.
I don't even know if he went for the footstool there, he just let it rip.
I think it was a phantom footstool on shields.
Maybe, because Sora was still in the animation. Oh, got the gold tools now. Gonna be able to spam more.
Angle is pretty difficult to punish on shields, ideally, so... So it's not too much of a risk, and the reward is certainly in Steve's favour. Diamond and gold, both on deck, some of the best utensils you can possibly have. And there we see the back air take it. Is he going to craft diamond? Yes, he is.
Oh, almost, not
I think the diamond is out, actually.
Oh, it is?
Look at the resource bar and look at that sword.
That's crazy. It did not look like he actually crafted the diamond there.
The ledge pressure from Hobhunks has been pretty on point so far.
Definitely.
McBarry being able to get out of ledge a fair bit, as we saw just earlier. Got out of ledge first try, but Hobhunks has mostly been dealing damage. We saw combos and ledge. So as long as Hobhunks can keep up the core and the pressure every time Hobhunks wins neutral, the leverage should continue staying.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it is kind of just hard to ledge trap Sora anyway, because it's like, he's so floaty. He can just like throw out any moves. Ooh.
I think McBarry has been a lot more careful to continuously mine in neutral after getting so low on resources in the last game.
Oh yeah, I see that, yeah.
That's probably working out. I mean, McBarry is at a very high percent, but McBarry has had diamond multiple times. I mean, last game, diamond was constantly on deck, but the resources are just being drained, and it could have been why McBarry actually lost.
Now there's just more, steel there than you can even think about. There's so much.
And a lot of iron is a lot of opportunities to just keep Sora out. Now, Sora is very floaty. Sora's double jump goes very high, so Sora does have a lot of ways to approach which minecart may not instantly cover. The Sora's air to air is pretty high up, probably won't actually detonate conversions as opposed to short aerials.
close again. Oh, just as I say that, Hobhunks takes the stock.
We see a good conversion here. Oh, getting the
building the
jab
percent. Wow.
Cooking a little bit. McBarry using the minecart to escape this planted. Just walking through the Fandaga, that takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I would be so confident in this position. 69%, 122% is pretty high, but can McBarry actually take out the stock? Short hard back air is not going to take the stock. It's going to put him at ledge, which is certainly a favourable position. But as long as you are mining, it's a lot harder to actually keep up the ledge.
Oh, the mash is real.
The anvil is also real.
The anvil is very real, though. That was a bad position.
Anvil has been putting in a lot of work, I find. Anvil's been landing a lot of time, and even when it hasn't landed, McBarry has not been punished for it, so he just can keep going through it. And that's a lot of iron in that resource bar, so we'll
that is a lot of iron. So much iron that like Carry doesn't even know what to do sometimes. You just see him just dashing left and right for a second there.
Carry McBarry can find something to combo into a down throw. We'll see a lot of damage come out, I can imagine.
That was almost such a big combo, but he dropped it.
Pick loops are probably a bit hard to get on a character so floaty and light as Sora, but down throw and up throw do just do a lot of damage to begin with.
That was an F smash there. That could have been it.
One more F smash from either character is certainly going to hit. And both F smashes are very big as well. Steve's, of course.
That's not. What? That killed. Wow.
Could we have seen some dinners ready to eye?
I don't know.
That did look like the natural angle of that. So that was a very good play from Hobhunks to have a Fandaga just come through the stage from a very large distance. I can imagine Carry McBarry was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. I don't think you were expecting that. None of us were. Very good play. Are we seeing some mid-set coaching from Nerves?
Is that banned? Is it banned here?
I do not know, you know. I don't think it's a conversation I've ever seen talked about in Smash UK.
I would assume so, since I'm pretty sure it's banned over in America.
Well, either way, that did not seem like many words were oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know.
It wasn't that much coaching.
No.
At the end of the day. Yeah, no, just a little bit of cheating, that's fine.
Just a little bit. I mean, we already see a little bit of cheating from Steve to begin with.
Yeah, also, we got Steve now, not Enderman. Maybe this is the real power-up that Carry McBarry needs.
Carry McBarry does need a power-up at this point. We are on course for a 3-0 from Hobhunks. So Carry McBarry needs to bring out a reverse 3-0. Each game has been pretty close to Carry McBarry's benefit, but it hasn't been quite close enough to actually close out good up tilt from the platform read.
That was a nice up tilt or up air.
Trying to get a platform read there as well, but shielding in time. The shield is pretty low though. Another one of those up smashes would probably shield poke. Actually, not quite yet.
Not anymore, no. Enough time has passed. Just Hobhunks just doing that shield pressure with Sora's floaty aerials.
TNT, what is McBarry going to do with this? Just explode it, just to show us, give us a nice show, a little bit of a fireworks display.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a little bit of confetti, considering he's managed to get Hobhunks at 100% so quickly.
Celebrating already, he knows he's going to win.
Grab has only just whiffed twice already. I wouldn't be too happy if I was Carry, having your moves whiff just slightly when they would be game-deciding options. But the game is certainly looking decided in Carry McBarry's favour here. Hobhunks will be very careful to leave ledge, barely avoiding that anvil, but not avoiding that back air.
That back air just destroyed him.
Diamond on deck, lots of resources, 55%, 3 stocks to 1. This is looking very good for McBarry.
It definitely is, yeah. I mean, this is definitely like much more in his favor than it has been the previous games. It's kind of reminding me of the first game when he was in the lead rather than Hobhunks, but Hobhunks could always turn it around. That was almost something massive there.
I mean, it was still very good damage.
Yeah.
I would be very relieved to be McBarry in this position, considering it looked like Hobhunks was on the way to a 3-0, but if this keeps up, McBarry could very well get the reverse 3-0. That Fandaga is going to be something Hobhunks is going to be happy to have, though.
I thought Barry had 2 diamonds, honestly. Just the one, but still. Having diamond each life is, as you can see, not good for Hobhunks.
Absolutely not. That was a very dangerous position, I believe. Carry McBarry actually burnt their jump. That's not a safe back air. Sora's going to get a lot of damage from that. Maybe not at this time, but probably next time.
There we go. A sizable, comfortable lead here for McBarry.
That was interesting. Sora counter normally has projectiles go past it instead of actually hitting it, but I guess minecart doesn't actually count as a projectile, which isn't something I tend to see as.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure what happened there, honestly. I think the parry like hit the minecart and destroyed it. It was still his though, because Steve can destroy his own minecart.
That is true, actually. Steve can destroy a lot of things. His own blocks, his own minecart, his own TNT. Very destructive person, Steve is. I don't know if I approve of it, honestly.
No, it's not good. He's got to lay low on the explosives and the anvils.
Hobhunks has been destroying walls a lot more confidently than game 1. Back airs have been taking out those dirt blocks like nothing. So we could be seeing a little bit of an adaptation from both players. Certainly I can see that from Harry McBarry with the use of mining as opposed to game 1.
I mean, McBarry's just kind of been playing more like, I want to say explosively than like the last couple games, and it's been working out in his favor. Oh, massive wall there.
It's a lot to deal with. I don't know how Sora can easily contest that. Well, not easily at all. There they up tilt. No juggling situation, but playing ledge once again, failing to tech the block.
I think the block saved him though, right?
Very potentially, you know. Last game we did see Fandaga using a very similar position, and it did take the game. Going to have to be a lot
of it? No. A bit of panic coming out from Hobhunks there, I think.
The crafting table actually extended the hit lag of the dash attack to actually catch that spot dodge, so that was a very smart play from McBarry. We're going to see a lot of smart plays from Hobhunks, so if he wants to continue the 3-0, and no, will McBarry make the last 3-0? That was a very convincing game.
Will we see that going into the next game, though?
Is that what Nerves said? Is that the Nerves coaching coming in clutch?
Potentially. You know, a little bit of cheating means a lot sometimes.
This is just like Oppenheimer. Strauss does not know what Oppenheimer said to Einstein. That's us right now.
Okay, I've not seen the film yet.
I recommend it. It's the best film I've watched.
Fair. I've heard it's one of the director's like best films. That's what a bunch of people are saying. Yeah.
Christopher Nolan. He only makes good films.
Yeah. He has made a lot of good films.
I definitely rate The Night of the Wind pick.
Same. It's just always a banger. I don't think anyone would disagree with you if you say this is a banger, because it just is.
Oh no, it's a very good soundtrack. Maybe not the best game. Very good soundtrack. Steve, Sora, Sonic music. Do you get more Mickey Mouse than this?
I don't think you do, honestly. This is very Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. The only thing we're missing is Mickey himself.
The only thing we're missing is the clubhouse. Whoever wins this set gets invited to the clubhouse.
A free invitation to the clubhouse. Well, I mean, Sora's already been there probably, so it's not that big of a deal for him.
I'm sure Steve has built his own clubhouse before, but still a lot to play for.
Like, in preparation for this.
Oh, pick loops. Missing the second pick loop before there is definitely going to be something that Barry is going to take. McBarry not really lead trapping here, instead preferring to just mine. Oh no, lead trapping from center stage. I love characters who can do that. What about you?
Ledge trapping from the middle of the stage and also getting resources in the process. Sora cannot destroy that crafting table at all, I've noticed. His down tilt does nothing. The back air does though.
One thing he could potentially do is while McBarry is crafting, just run into him so McBarry doesn't actually
that's a really funny Steve, like, counterplay.
I'm not sure how much these players have actually played this matchup.
Nor am I. I mean, they're both kind of just like going at each other though, so...
They both seem to know what they're doing reasonably enough. That is what we like to see. We don't like matchup checks over here.
It's very unfortunate seeing one of those.
Oh, down smash going for a hard read. Not quite working out, but the ledge is still the same.
Yeah,
the up B, will take it.
What the heck? What was that?
You can never quite tell when that move is going to kill. Both of these characters have some of the fakest kill screens known to man, but here we see it work out for Hobhunks. Final Destination is probably a pick Hobhunks is going to be very happy to have, because those platforms on small battlefields were working out quite well for McBarry to just camp. I was surprised we saw Small Battlefield continue for so long, but to be fair, until that game, it was working out in Hobhunks' favour.
Yeah,
now
very true.
McBarry has adapted quite well and has been mining resources as best as he can. Trying to catch just a air dodge, but not quite actually getting it. That time we did see minecart get taken back, so I'm really not sure how that move interacts with that. The back air has come in, trying that dash attack by hitting him back.
This is kind of tense, honestly. Like, they're both very even. Like, not that much percent difference. We're just playing the neutral. Well, Steve's neutral here with the blocks. Oh, almost got the...
It is a match point situation. I would certainly describe this as a tense situation, especially when both characters are capable of killing you quite early, ideally, and taking out a lot of damage, ideally.
I mean, we've not seen much of many early kills this game. Most kills have been like 100% plus. So this is definitely going to go. Ooh, that back air! Wow.
It's not what you expect in this matchup, really. You expect both these characters to be... I would expect both these characters to be killing you really early from very big streams.
Especially Steve, yeah.
But instead, we just see them dying at relatively honest percents, to be honest. But seeing a pretty normal set from some pretty unique characters.
Yeah. I think both players definitely like respect each other a little too much. I think in the neutral. Oh, yeah.
Look at that resource bar. It is only iron.
Only iron. A back air will find its mark. We are last stock here, potentially last game if Hobhunks manages to clutch it out.
Trying to destroy the stone barrier right there.
Building the walls. Ooh.
Trying to get a dash attack there. Sora's dash attack is a very good first option. It hasn't been working out too much because McBarry's just been jumping around when there isn't a wall, and when there is a wall, how are you actually meant to land that dash attack? Which is probably very much to Hobhunks' disappointment.
Wow. That was quite the scenario there. Ooh.
Avoiding the Thundaga patiently with the block placement there. It's still going to be a big problem, and Thundaga does... Oh no! The carry didn't have his jump and he didn't know it, I assume.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate.
But Hobhunks is going to take it. I'm not sure if we saw a pop off, but he's definitely in a good mood over it. Is that a Deeb coming through? That is a... this is going to be... Is that a Deeb versus Spider?
Yo.
This is going to be a hot set if that is what we are seeing.
This will be, yeah.
We just saw the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and now we are going to see just two top tiers, I assume, who are just fun. Oh, Spider is walking away. Well, whoever we are seeing, it is going to be...
It'd probably be good if either one of us had the bracket on our phone.
I mean, I dropped my phone, it is right there. Rohan did tell me about we will be DM'd the sets which are coming up, so let us take a look.
Yeah, that should probably check that.
Yes, so we will be seeing Spider versus Urban Turman 911. I can imagine we'll probably be seeing Joker Lucina. That's probably what we're seeing, and that's
probably
certainly an entertaining matchup between two very good players. So I'm very much looking forward to this set. This is the kind of set I like to see. Now the past set, that is also something I like to see. Definitely characters I prefer to fight at the very least.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think it's unexpected that there's a bias against